All right, we're back with one of our intaglio etchings, and we are going to tape this down just like we've done in the past. Remember, with our tape, you want to take and put that tape on your sweatshirt or your pants to get some of the stickiness off, and then remember, you're taping it around where that plexiglass plate was, that line. So I'm going to, and I want my tape to run off the edge of the paper onto the board here, so that will secure it down for you. So that will help a lot, but like I said, run it right up to the edge. And you'll notice right along the bottom it's buckling a little bit. So I'm going to take another piece of tape, tear it off, and then put an extra piece down here on the bottom to help secure it down. And I'm going to do the same thing along the top. So if it's kind of curling up, you can do that to help secure it down to the board, because you really want it to be flat on the board when you're doing the watercolor. And then remember, with your watercolors, you want to skip around and you want to layer colors and make it light and transparent. So as I'm looking at the eyes here, they're kind of a yellowish green, so I'm going to take yellow and mix a little bit of the green here, make a kind of a yellowish green color. And they're darker along the outside edge, and then as they go towards the center they get a little bit lighter. So I'm going to dip it in my water and let that lighter kind of come towards the center. Okay, get a little bit of that excess water off. And then I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. And remember, it's good with watercolor that you skip around. And so maybe after I do the eyes here, I'm going to do some of the fur. But you want to let it dry, and then you can go over and add and layer colors. But you don't want to get too wet too, so that it pools all over the place. I noticed when we did our last one that was a problem for some kids. So you were just getting too much water and it was like pouring all over the place. So be really careful with that as you're working. All right, now I want to add some of this kind of orange. And I'm going to lay down kind of a base of an orange color, and then actually some of the fur, when I was looking at the color picture, has kind of a brown twinge to it. So I'm going to lay the orange down, let it dry, and then come back and add some brown around it. So that's kind of the next step, is you're going to add your watercolor, but really look at the colors and how you can make them light and transparent and layer those colors with watercolor.